Now you might be wondering now, how are we going to let our audience or our students participate? Again, this is a content slide and this one is a question type slide. So for us to see how this one looks like, we're going to click on present and then just have to click on this one to go to the next one. Now you can see here the instruction. Go to www.menti.com and use the code V4240707. This is now one of the way for your audience or students to vote or to cast their answer to this particular question. Other options include here. So other voting instructions include this one. Okay, so if you click that one, your students could like go to menti.com using their cell phone, or if they have downloaded their app, they could open the app and then input the voting code. Or they could simply scan the QR code. So the first way, again, for your students to vote would be to go to menti.com and then input the voting code. Or if they have downloaded the app, they need to input the app and then open the app and input the voting code. Another way, or second way, is to use the QR code. So all you have to do is scan the QR code and then they're going to cast their vote. And the third way for them to be able to, the third way for them to be able to vote is, of course, to copy the voting link. Now, providing the voting link is very useful, especially if you are doing video conferencing in Zoom, in Google Meet, and so you would want your students to participate. You could simply type the voting link through chat. Okay, so let's try this one for me, you have to go to as instruction here. I could copy the link and then I go here, then press enter. Again, your students could participate using the voting code through the web or if they have downloaded their app. So as you can see, this is now what will appear if they're gonna go. So what I did is I copy the link. So this is what will display. So for example, I would choose yes. Then after that, I will click on submit. Then this is what will appear on the end of the participant. So you can see here, yes. Now if I go to menti.com, I'm using the web right now. This is what will appear first. So if you go to menti.com, you will be asked to input the code. So this is the code. I'm gonna input it here. Then click on submit. If you're going to compare going to menti.com and the link, the difference is that you don't have to input anymore the voting code if you're going to make use of the link, just like what happened earlier here. So here, I'm going to click on no and then submit. Oh, it identified that I have already voted on this question. It's because it's the IP that is being used. Okay, so let me try my cell phone. Or for example, using your smartphone and the Mentimeter app, you could simply input the voting code. So like in my case, 34240707. Then you click submit. Then after that, you will have the question with the choices. So if for example, I would choose no, then I would click submit. Then this one will display. See voting results, exit, and vote on another presentation. So if I'm going to click on see voting results, then I have to input my email, that email address for me to get access to the voting results. After casting my vote, so let me input again the voting code, which is 34240707, then click submit. So you could see here the question with the choices. Let me choose undecided. If I click on submit, then it will notify me that I have already voted in this question. So in other words, you could not vote and then you let your smartphone be used by your classmate or someone else to vote again. So after voting using the link and also using my smartphone, there's already the yes, one vote for yes and one vote for no. The yes vote here was from the link. Of course, if you remember, when I tried going to menti.com and tried inputting the voting code, I could no longer do that. But I was able to cast a vote again using my smartphone. But if I would try again, then I could no longer do that. In other words, using a single device, so like one device, one vote is only allowed. But you could cast more votes if you use more devices. So that's how Mentimeter works. So after the voting is done, you have this one. Do you want to use the presentation again? Of course, it is expected that you might be using the same in our future classes. So might as well download the results by clicking this one. So you have to wait, and then of course you need to the upgrade, or if you want to download results using in Excel format or exported to Excel, you have to pay. So for our free account, our option is to download it as PDF. And this is an example. So you have this one and that one. Okay? Now what if we would want to time this one? So we could reset results to use it again. So I'm going to reset the results now so that we could try voting this one with a timer. Okay? So reset result. So as you can see, it's back to 0. And then, this is what we're going to do now. For you to be able to include a timer, you have to click present. And then after that, you have to go here. There's start countdown. So you could click on this one. And if we're going to like use the link again to vote here, we close this one first and this one. Let's see if we could vote again. So I would click no, then click submit. So see, you have that one. And the timer is displayed here. So once the timer is done, then you will not be allowed to vote again. Okay? So that's how the timer. So if you'd wanna switch off the timer, you just have to cancel it here. If you would wanna close voting now, you just have to click on this one. Of course, we need to consider that if we're doing this in class, our students will be having very internet connectivity speed. So might as well give them more time. Okay? So that's how you can make use of the countdown. And if you don't want, or if you want to stop accepting responses to a particular question, then you just have to click on close voting. Then, aside from escape, you could also use this one to exit.